Slop City Podcast!
Oh, that's beautiful.
What'd you say, bitch?
Okay, there we go. We're good.
Barbara, I'm terrified. I did not hear myself for a second. Did that mean I didn't cease to exist?
Barbara, I almost texted you and other Barbara last night and said, I think I found your whiskey glasses. They're in the trash.
Barbara, if my whiskey glasses are in the trash, that means someone put them there.
I was going to text you and let you know that I put them in the trash.
Well, I'm glad they finally came. I've been waiting months for my whiskey glasses. I cannot see, Barbara, Lord. Remind me later. They should not have remind me later on any computer thing because I'll push the remind me later for the next 3 years.
Dude, you are zooming.
And they should say, hey, you've already pushed remind me for the last 13 years. It's time to update.
Have you been recording any of this? Because it's been really good.
If it's recording, let's get to clapping. What happened?
I just wish we recorded all of that.
He said, yeah, it's been recording.
Wait, has it really? The whole time? Whoa.
Did I say anything that could get me canceled?
I actually... Okay, that's good. I think we're safe, but if I was you, I would just go ahead and double check, make sure I wasn't talking shit on anybody, because we all know I'm a big shit talker.
Shit talking Sally.
If you, that's me. That's me. Shit talking Sally. If anyone has one thing that they want to say about me and they think of me, they're going to compare me to Perez Hilton. They're going to be like, they are both shit talkers.
The Perez Hilton of St. Louis.
I am the Perez Hilton of St. Louis. That's me.
That's you.
That's me. Big gossiper.
And we know when Tina's gossiping, even from across the room, because she will hunch her shoulders, look side to side,
walk around like Quasimodo from Hunchback of Notre Dame,
approach you, stick out her tongue a couple times, give you the elbow while looking around and say, hey, did you see what that guy over there did?
Why am I like this? Because, dude, you and Chelsea both noticed it, like, almost immediately. And it was this tour because, like, the first time I went out with you guys, I went out for, like, 2 weeks, and that was fun. And it was like, you guys weren't, like, living with me, though. You know what I mean? Like, do you understand that we all lived with each other for 3 months?
Yes.
I know everything about you.
And I was thinking, I hope I'm going to be able to live with everybody in Nashville. But then I was like, I've already been living with everybody.
Yep. The rules are just be considerate. That's it. That's all you have to do. And then you're going to be fine. And that goes for any situation. You know, if you're having sex with someone, if you're meeting a new pal, if you're over at someone's house for dinner, just be considerate.
If you're at the library.
If you're at the library, exactly. If you're
especially at the library.
If you're redeeming your Polar Pop at the Sip and Save Club, just be considerate. That's all you have to do.
Enter your phone number as fast as possible.
As fast as possible. And if you mess up, you know, pretend you didn't and be like, I think something's wrong with your system.
Then you turn around and look at the person behind you and give them a wink because you're
I was just about to say that you would.
Polar Pop was because it rings up the price, and then as soon as you enter your number, it goes down to 0, and you're like, yep.
Sometimes I realize that we have the exact same sense of humor. There's times that I'm like, oh, I know everything that just happened. If it was recorded and sent to Libbie, she would have loved every single moment of it.
Oh, yeah.
Because our sense of humor is so unbelievably similar.
How did it happen that 2 star-crossed lovers just found each other in the same sense of humor?
The fact that you said, and then you turn around to the guy behind you and you wink. That's exactly what I pictured in my mind. Is like, I think something's wrong with your system. Turn around and go. Give him the.
It wasn't the system. It was me.
Look at them. You say it too loud, and the waiter or whatever they are.
The waiter at the gas station.
The waiter, the server at the gas station hears you. You're like, hey, it ain't the system. I entered my phone number wrong.
And they say, are you Donald?
God, I can't believe he's dead. R.I.P. to my man Donald.
Anytime
everybody.
people comment about him and they say R.I.P., it stings again.
Yeah. I mean, and I know that you never thought it was funny, and I know that people close to him probably wouldn't think it's funny too. I mean, but it is funny. The fact that he like kind of tussled out of his chair. He didn't fall on the ground or anything.
Why are we bringing this up again?
He didn't fall on the ground or anything. He just kind of like, I think he nodded out. I can't remember exactly what it was, but the fact that my friend Danny had the nerve,
The wherewithal,
the
audacity,
the hubris. These are all Rafe words. Rafe loves saying wherewithal, hubris, loves those words. Never heard them until I met him. But the fact that my friend Danny, who I worked with at the time, had the wherewithal to pull out her cell phone and zoom in on the Instagram story on Donald, sitting in a lobby that's actually not a lobby. No one sits there.
the highest chair in the entire world.
Donald, he's sitting on the highest chair in the world wearing the largest suit jacket. It's like, honestly, what I wanted to say to Donald every time I saw him in his little suit jacket was like, hey, where'd you get that from? A dead guy?
Oh.
Because it just didn't fit him, you know? Because he was shrinking.
He lost a lot of weight.
Oh, I mean, I can't even imagine how much weight he lost. Lost weight every time he got his haircut. Favorite joke ever of Donald's.
Did they cut all the hairs? I got my haircut only one. Arr.
But the fact that she was able to pull her phone out, zoom in on him with that leaf filter. Remember when that was a trend on Instagram? And it's still funny.
It's so
I
funny.
forgot about it, but
And
like
the sad music.
What's the sound?
It's like a piano playing a sad sound.
I'm sure I have it saved there somewhere. She's just like, I can't remember what she wrote. Like, he fell out of his chair or
Oh, God.
whatever. And that was the same day that right when Danny walked in, he goes, you're looking good today, whoever you are.
He's so funny.
Oh, God. Dude, God rest Donald's soul.
I want to talk about something, but I don't want it to become a bit, but I'm already starting to laugh about it.
Okay, I'm writing
And
a
I'm
note
not-
because I have something I want to talk about
I'm
later,
not
too.
laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because I'm uncomfortable and sad,
Okay.
like I do at the therapy office when I go.
The therapy office.
Hi, I'm Ray Varner, and I'm teaming up with the therapy office. So I was at the airport last night, very late flight. I hear a commotion behind me, and I hear someone say, "Call." I can't tell this story because I'm laughing, and it's very disrespectful. I can't say it. Let's talk about something else.
No,
I almost went.
No, you have to tell it. It is okay. Did anyone die? Oh, fuck. That's okay. You can still tell it. They're dead.
It made me very, very upset. I was traumatized.
Yeah, sure.
I hear
so what
someone
happened?
say-
There's commotion.
I hear someone say, call the medics or whatever. Meanwhile, some great citizens, 3 people,
Some Great Danes.
begin CPR on this woman. They lift her out of her airport chair.
This was on the plane?
This was in the lobby.
Okay.
You know, the sitting area.
Sitting
Lift
there.
her out, put her on the ground. And I was impressed with the organization. None of these people that were helping knew each other. There was one lady counting, one lady doing chest compressions, and then another guy just, clearing the area. The airport people showed up. They started doing chest compressions. Then the actual ambulance people showed up and they did it. And they did it probably, I want to say 25 minutes doing chest compressions. And then I saw the guy that was in charge just kind of give a nod, and they got out a white sheet and put it over this person.
In the in the lobby,
airport.
in the sitting area. Oh my God.
And then we were all like, what the fuck? A person just died in the airport.
So was everyone gathered around, kind of making sure everything's okay or
Well,
whatever?
I was sitting about 2 rows over. Southwest employees were great. They got everybody kind of out of the area so that they had room to work and for privacy. And we were supposed to board the plane. Thankfully, they didn't board the plane because that would have been ridiculously
insensitive, not considerate.
But everybody handled it. I was so impressed with the 3 strangers that took initiative and worked together.
Just immediately helped her.
Yeah, just immediately. But I think the lady sitting next to me on the plane said that she was by herself, and I guess the guy looked over and saw that her phone was on, but was like, not moving. So she'd been sitting there a while, probably not alive. And
oh my God.
Yeah. And by herself, like didn't have anybody with her. And I just it shook me to my core only because like, well, she died. That was awful. Also, I'm just like, when it's your time to go, you're just gonna go.
Oh yeah, dude.
And just apparently had been talking to her family like right before that, and now she's gone. And I just started bawling.
For sure.
Crying. But I look over and I see other people who can clearly see there's a medical emergency, just yucking it up, joking around, having fun, talking like they don't even know. I'm like, there's a person in medical distress. Have a little respect.
Dude, people are such assholes now. Like, just in general, something like that, like, that is super traumatic. Like, remember when I told you about that story, how I literally watched a girl at moments after she got shot? Did I tell you that? Outside of my job. We heard, like, all these fucking gunshots while we're waiting tables. And this girl that I work with was like, oh, my God. Like, I think someone just got shot. And she looks outside and, like, there was one person, fortunately, that was a nurse. And this girl, Grace, that I worked with, just starts gunning it. Starts fucking running. And I was like, I guess I have to help her. So I run after Grace. And there's a nurse who got out of her car and is like talking to this woman. You know, she's like bleeding out. And Grace is like screaming at me halfway through. And she's like, get some fucking towels. Go get towels. You know, and I was like, I just turned into like this person. I'm like, I don't know anything about fucking saving anyone's life. But I was like, whoa, I have to do something.
You have to get into action.
I'm like, bro, I just ran faster than I've ran in the last couple years. You know, and so like I run over there, fucking bring this big fucking trash bag full of blue towels from a restaurant, whatever. And like, I mean, the ambulance came and I'm pretty sure the lady did live, but like,
oh, good.
It was wild, you know? And then it's like, there's things like that are just like so fucking insane. They like shake you to your core, dude.
It's good. There's a person that can take control and be like, do this, do that. Cause all of us were just like, what?
Yes. The 2 people that took control in that situation, one of them was a nurse and one of them was like a med school student. And they were just like, they just fucking got into action, dude. Right at
saving
like,
people's lives.
Just Kings Highway and Southwest.
Jeez.
It's wild.
I'm still shook to my core. I can't stop thinking about her family. I can't stop thinking about the people that were sitting there with her.
Yeah, it's sad. It's yeah, but there's so many people, dude, that are just like so fucking self-centered and like assholes. Like I've had people fucking, you know, be like yelling about something. And like, I remember one time there was like all this traffic and this guy literally got out of his car and was like screaming at these cops and whatever. And then like, as we pulled up, it's like, dude, someone's dead.
Oh, God.
100%. No like white sheet or whatever, but it's like, which is like weirdly the signifying thing that it's like, that's a dead person.
When I saw them bring out the sheet, I lost it. Because I kept thinking, I've never known anyone to do chest compressions this long. I mean, it was they were switching out. There was a bunch of like firefighters, paramedics. They were switching out. They were doing it so long. Because they'd each, because, you know, they're putting a lot of energy in. And, man, I just shook to my core. Shook.
I've never seen it that long, but I have watched Grey's Anatomy, and there's been some scenes where you can tell they're switching people out, and it's been, you know, in the show it's only 2 minutes, but in real life it's at least 40 minutes or something like that. Like doing, that shit's crazy.
Insane.
Dude, I have been like so obsessed lately with like the fear of dying, like not just necessarily dying, like, you know, like, okay, these are the two things I've been very scared of because we lost a person in the St. Louis community, Jeff Burton, who was a fucking incredible radio host. So funny. I remember the first time I met him, I was at Punderdome. Do you remember that show?
And he did it with Tim Convey, didn't he?
Joe Firestone's dad. You know Joe Firestone, the comic from St. Louis? She's so fucking funny, dude. Her dad and her, like, put that show on. And it was a big fucking deal. And I did Punderdome. I want to be honest, I don't even remember who my partner was. But Tim Convey shared a photo from it. And Rafe sent it to me.
I saw that.
And was like, is that you in the background?
Oh, I didn't see you in the background.
Dude, look at this picture. Hold on, Randy. Let me send this to you, too, so they can see it on the YouTubes.
We should definitely put a trigger warning at the beginning of this talk of.
For sure.
Because sometimes I think, you know, what's appropriate to talk about in here? I think anything's appropriate and handling it in a sensitive nature because I don't think that situation was funny. As I say before, I do laugh when I get very uncomfortable.
For sure. I do too.
When I have a lot of emotion, just because that's how I deal. But there was nothing funny about this situation. And I just am impressed with the people that tried to help her. And
which is so cool because, like, there's, I mean, I don't know if we've talked about this on the podcast before, but, like, so there's this thing called the Kitty Genovese effect or whatever. And it's basically like when people are in a large setting, like a large group of people, they tend to put blame and responsibility onto other people, thinking, oh, that person's going to help.
Right.
They're going to help. So then what ends up happening is no one helps.
That's why there's got to be a person saying, call 911, start chest compressions.
Always.
That's exactly what happened.
Always got to have a real ass motherfucker like that.
Get towels, Tina.
Yes. Oh, dude, I wouldn't have known what to do. And that my friend Grace literally screamed at me and was like, get towels. And I was like,
and what'd
okay.
You do? Went and got the towels.
I know what to do. This is my job. I'm helping. Yeah, dude, it's I always do you
just
see that
looking
picture?
Around back there?
Do you see me right in the middle?
You were ready.
I didn't even recognize any of it.
Who's that next to you?
Dude, I have no fucking idea. I don't even remember who my partner was for this.
I would, if there were rounds in it, I'd be out in the first round.
Yeah. Rafe is good at stuff like that. Me, I'm not. I was out first round. But so Jeff Burton, host of the Riz Show, one of the many hosts of the Riz Show on 105.7 The Point in St. Louis, which is like, you know, they do every episode or whatever every day. They download it, put it on their podcasts and shit. And millions and millions of listeners all over the U.S. I don't believe it's nationally syndicated, but like they're they're fucking good. They're just fucking just turds. They're all fucking turds. They're all like cool dudes that love rock music, love titties, love talking about their families, dogs, whatever. Like they're just fucking funny. And they used to make fun of all this Craigslist shit way back when, which like when Craigslist was like a big part of everyone's life.
Right.
And so, yeah, Jeff Burton died last week of like terminal cancer. And dude, I just am like, I can't eat. We talked about this like when we were on the road. Like, I'm like, I feel so sad for his family. And I'm like, also like, what a brave, it feels weird saying this, but it's like, what a brave person to be faced with like literally everyone's biggest fear. Everybody is terrified of dying. So much so that we do all this psycho shit to make sure that we do not die. You know, we're like, I'm going to get Botox because I'm going to live forever. Right. Okay. I'll drink green tea extract. I'll shove a banana inside of me. You know, whatever you have to do to like not die. Like we'll do it, you know, except me. Like I'm still sucking on nicotine and all this shit, you know. But, you know, it's like everyone's scared of that. And I'm like, what a weird, I am telling you right now, if I found out I was dying of terminal cancer, I would not be okay. I would not be.
But you don't know that.
Bro.
You might switch it into gear and be like, okay.
No.
Let's get down to business. You'd listen to that song?
Let's get down to business. Oh, dude, I think I'd be crushed. I wouldn't be able to stop crying. I'd be like, oh my God, that's so, like, this is sad. And it's not that it's happening to a friend, it's happening to me.
Then you switch it into gear, I think.
I guess you have to. But I'm like, bro, this motherfucker was a boss.
Or maybe he was just special.
I mean, I feel like I've heard of people being like, oh, like my family member's dying and they're such a fucking asshole and they're being like so shitty to people. Like I have a friend who's going through that right now with their mother and like, dude, she's just a fucking biatch. Huge biatch. And I'm like, I don't think I'd ever be mean or anything like that. I think I would constantly be grateful and feel like I'm a burden to people and like everyone's like annoyed of me or something. That's probably what I would think. If I'm like, hey, dude, I need you to like wipe my ass and do whatever.
God,
like
it would suck.
Oh God, I can't handle it. I already know I can't wipe asses. Like
I could wipe anybody's ass. Anything anybody needs me to do for them, I'd do for them.
Well, that's really nice.
I would probably gag or whatever.
Oh, I'd vomit. Did it the other day. Came home to diarrhea from the dogs. Threw up all over my kitchen cleaning it up. Rafe comes home and is like, are you crying? I go, no, I just puked everywhere.
I can't believe you threw that rug away. I would have taken it outside, squirted it with the hose.
Squirted it.
I would have laid it over the fence and squirted literally the shit out of it.
I was so mad. And then when I opened up the trash can and saw the shit all over the inside of it, I was like, nope. I literally just pick it up. Rafe and Steve look at me as I'm walking out with a trash can. They go, oh, God, you're throwing away the trash can, aren't you? I go, yep, there's shit inside of it, and I'm not fucking doing it. And they were like, whoa, you're really doing it. You're tossing that thing. I was like, uh-huh.
I would have said, do you want to clean the shit out of it, brother?
Yeah, they don't. And I didn't either.
I would have cleaned the shit out of it for you.
No, dude, I would have
put some of that pet cleaner enzyme stuff in there, get all the funk out of it, let it sit for a couple days.
Oh, God.
But you got a new trash can out of the whole deal. So was it a bad thing? I don't know. It might be a blessing because that's a pretty fancy trash can.
It is a nice trash can. I will say that. And it was very expensive, which I was not excited about. But it was cheaper than the Simple Human brand that was essentially the same thing. So that's fine. Because what I needed was one with a flat lid. You know what I'm saying? Like one that SIMBA can't put his stupid fucking nose on and bust it open.
And flip it open.
Infuriating.
Well, what you need is, and I saw this when I almost went camping this weekend, was a bear box, where it's a big box and you put your food in and you lock it. And the funniest part to me is I couldn't figure out how to get it open. And I'm like, I guess a bear's not getting in here, but you have to put your hand through the
trash can.
I'm like, doesn't a bear know he can just put his little hand behind that thing and open it?
Yeah, the dumpster thing. Pack it in and pack it out.
Pack it in, pack it out.
Pack it in, pack it out. Those are the rules. Oh, wow. I'm sorry. I picked my nose. That was the first nose pick of the episode. And honestly, like, they're not, it's like, I don't have an excuse for it.
I have chronic boogers. It's a syndrome.
I was about to, like, start excusing myself, and I'm like, I don't have an excuse for it.
I don't think picking your nose should be taboo.
I just think I don't give a fuck. I think I actually don't if I gave a fuck, do you think that if I gave a fuck what people thought about me, that I would be picking my nose on my fucking podcast that got 50,000 downloads last month? Cue applause. Because, like, and I don't mind when people comment that stuff. I think it's actually kind of funny, and I laughed at all of them. Because there were a couple comments that I saw on the YouTubes, and I don't even know what fucking episodes they were, but, like, in the last couple weeks, one person was like, Tina, you have to stop picking your nose. And I laughed so hard, I was like, dude, do you know how embarrassing that is to be 29 years old? Be... as successful and wealthy as I am, I have $6,000 in my savings account, okay? I have $2 in my checking, but I am killing it, okay? If there's an emergency, I can cover one emergency. One emergency.
One low-cost emergency.
I can cover one won't even cover my deductible on my health insurance. But
can
boy,
cover-
it's going to get me close.
You can get one trash can and one new rug, and
Yeah.
you're good.
That's it. Oh, the trash can sent me over the edge. That motherfucker was $199.23. And I looked at the lady as I was checking out at the Container Store, and I go, well, that's technically under $200.
You know what you should have said is, I guess I'm adulting, or this is adulting.
Yeah, and get fucking bitch slapped by the lady named Nora. Oh, yeah. There it is, Randy.
Wow.
Well, the one on the right, but it's actually the bigger one. Yeah, but I got a 60 liter. And honestly,
60 liters.
Each little hole is 8 gallons. And I'm like, bro.
Do you have to buy special bags?
I ain't doing all that. You know what sucks? Rafe looks at me as we were like putting this thing together yesterday, because I threw the trash can away on Wednesday night, infuriated. Had to go buy a trash can on Thursday. And Rafe was like so excited because I was at the fucking store, and I go to Bed Bath & Beyond and I see the Simple Human trash can I want, and I sent him a picture, and I'm like, Rafe, this thing is $245. I'm like, we can't pay this for a fucking trash can. We've got all these fucking dumb vacations we're going on. Like, we cannot spend that much money on a fucking trash can. And I was like, max I'm spending is $200. And that makes me feel like a piece of shit. The max. So I'm looking there, and then I finally get so mad and annoyed, and I'm like sweating in the store, like, because I started getting kind of nervous, and I was like trying to figure out what am I going to do. I'm like, okay, am I going to go to another store and go look around? Like, I don't even know where the fuck to go or whatever. So I leave Bed Bath & Beyond because they don't have the fucking trash can. Like, they had it, whatever. I'm like, oh, do you have one of these in stock? And she's like, no, we don't. I'm sorry. And I go, well, can I buy this display for a discounted price?
Oh.
And got hit with a hard no. This elderly woman was like, no, we can't sell you the display. Like, I'm the stupidest person.
Right. I would think that would be good.
I was like, why not? Why do you need to keep a display of something that you don't fucking have? I was pissed. So I leave fucking Bed Bath & Beyond dejected. Head between my feet.
Yeah.
Tail between my legs. Cue Charlie Brown song. It's a hot summer day. I'm walking out to the car. I'm getting toasted the second I sit in my dumbass fucking car. And I'm in like the Hanley area, which for those of you that don't know in St. Louis, this is a poppin' area of town. There is like, I mean, we've got like all these stores all next together within like a 1 mile square radius. There's a fucking Home Depot, Menards, Target, World
Best
Market, Microsoft. Or not. There is a Microsoft. No, there's a Micro Center, Five Below,
DSW.
Dobbs, a fucking Dobbs Tire
A craft
and Auto.
store.
Craft store. We got a Michael's.
Whole Foods.
Container store. Whole Food. Dude, there's all this shit in this whole 1 mile like radius. So I leave Bed Bath & Beyond quite upset. And, you know, I'm just like, I am finding a fucking trash can today. I'm making this happen. So I go to Home Depot. Nothing. Then I go to Menards. Nothing. What they had at Menards was like, the only trash can they had was like $99, but it was motion censored. And I was like, no, because Simba's going to go over there, start sniffing, open this motherfucker up, and he's going to figure it out. Like, Simba's stupid, but he's like also smart.
Well, look
that
at that
Rubbermaid, that black one, that's what I had. That's what he destroyed. That's what he shattered.
That's the one where you push a button and it goes up?
Step can. But Simba busts that lid open with his dumb nose. Just.
Why can't you put the trash can on the table?
He would jump up. I promise you. That's
an expensive dog.
Dude, I left like a fucking meatloaf on the fucking stove one time for a few minutes. This motherfucker hopped up there, got the entire meatloaf, and ate a meatloaf that was this big. I came back like
Don't
thinking
ever say
like,
meatloaf again, though. Do something else. named it meatloaf.
I know, but it's so good. I love meatloaf.
Me too. I could eat some meatloaf right now.
Dude, when I go to Cracker Barrel, it's always such a toss-up for me. Like, I want to get this one thing, and then I'm always like, but the meatloaf, man. Like,
Stop saying meatloaf. It's the loaf. Say meat hunk. Hunk of meat.
Meat log.
Meat slice.
Oh, God. When you're making a meatloaf, it's straight up the ugliest thing in the world.
And you got to put your hands in it.
Oh, dude, you're shaping it. You're touching it. Because for me, we have, little to no kitchen space. So I make meatloaf on a big open pan. Like, I don't put it in that cute little the loaf pan where you make a pound.
Loaf.
Oh, yeah. Let me get this little loaf pan where I can make a nice banana bread, a pound cake, or a meatloaf. No. You need to have a distinct dessert meatloaf pan and then a meatloaf pan. You don't mix the two. I'll say that.
You don't want your loaf juices getting on your
I don't want no loaf
pound
juices
cake.
getting sucked all into each other.
Man, I could go for some meat loaf right now. A meat hunk.
Oh, so
Hi, I'll
good.
be taking the meat hunk.
There's not enough places that serve meatloaf anymore. I'll tell you that.
Denny's and Cracker Barrel, that's about all I know.
Denny's does not have meatloaf.
They don't have a meat. Of course they do. Senior citizens go there.
Dude, I don't think they have a meatloaf.
They have the over 65 menu where it's a slice of meatloaf. Somebody's been going on vacation. PricelineandHotels.com. Whoa. Randy, baby. God, meatloaf. Fall in love with the new homestyle late meatloaf.
That's an old Facebook post.
The classic meatloaf.
I do love a meatloaf, though. What was I talking about? I don't know. I go to Menards. I try to get a trash can. There ain't nothing fucking there. And I go to the Container Store, and I'm looking at the trash cans. And luckily, I found the Container Store brand that has their own trash can. And
I can't believe there's trash cans out in the world that cost that much. They got pot roast.
I was pissed.
I'm going to eat me some pot roast right now. Oops, try again. Oh, God. How can they not have meatloaf?
No meatloaf.
So, Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel's the only place that got meatloaf.
Love a Cracker Barrel. Yeah, dude. But I go to the Container Store and I get that. And this is what makes me so mad about all these like fancy, nice fucking trash cans is I'm like, cool, it's a dual compartment, recycling and trash. But the fucking compartments are not even enough for like Bo to fit in there.
They're 4 cans.
It's infuriating. I love throwing things away.
Can you just take out the center marker and put one big trash can in there?
Yeah, probably. But then it's like the bag's going to hang over the side and Simba's going to try to suck on it or fucking get in there. It's just, I'm going to try to adjust to it and be a little more fancy because it's a fancy trash can. If you spend $199 on a trash can, you're fancy.
Well, you're living life.
Like I said, I have about $7 left in my checking account right now.
There was a trash can like that when we stayed in Los Angeles last. At that Airbnb.
That was it. That was a simple human one.
Because it had special
the dual
trash
compartments.
bags.
See, I ain't doing all that, dude. That's the thing. Like, people are like, ooh, you got to get like the special trash bags. No, you don't tell me what fucking trash bags to get. I want universal parts. I am not buying your trash bags. I'm going to Walmart or wherever. That's what made Rafe and I so mad. We like put this whole thing together and Rafe's like, all right. And then he looks at me and goes, fuck. I just bought 160 trash bags from Walmart for that other trash can. And I look at him, I go, that's okay, because we're fucking using them. We are putting those fucking 13, 14-gallon trash bags in this little 8-gallon area. And that's what we're doing.
You're doing it.
And we're doing it as a family.
Out to eat.
I miss going out to eat with my family.
Right?
You're about to be back. Back in Nashville.
Back in Nashville.
When do you go back?
I'm taking it day by day. I talked to Randy about this. I don't know. I still have a bunch of junk to get out, which is fine.
Junk.
But I have to get my ex over there to get that said junk and Goodwill stuff. And then some of the clothes that I'm going to throw away, I want to separate because I want to open up a Depop shop and sell them because some of them I haven't even worn. And I'm like, I'm not giving these to Goodwill. I'm not giving these to poor people when I can sell them.
Right.
But like Goodwill will sell them for more than what I would sell them for. So
Eat the rich.
So I just thought about doing that because that's a nice little fun activity, extra money. And I can really put my customer service skills to the test. And I don't have any. So,
Dude, I think I sold one thing on eBay and I wanted to fucking quit the whole time. I was so mad. The whole thing, I like had to message this person back and I like lied. I sold a mattress on Craigslist one time and it's like there was clearly a piss stain on it, you know? And I was like, yeah, it's good. Good mattress. Better get this fucker out of here, you know? I'm like, I have.
Yeah.
In those situations.
Who buys a mattress off Craigslist with a little urine stain on it? That guy.
Whoever bought it from me.
They came over and go, that's piss. You said it was coffee. It's clearly urine.
No. They just walked right in, looked very cracked out, grabbed the mattress, and they were on their way.
They're like, you mind if we test this out before I take it?
That was when I lived in this house that had literally like 30 stairs to get up to it.
Oh! All those places should be condemned.
Ugh, it was horrific.
Was it like a duplex?
No.
St. Louis?
House in Dogtown.
Damn, 30 steps.
You want to see it? I don't live there anymore, so I can show you.
All I know is the lady who sells us our skincare, her new place is in a house with stairs to get upstairs.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Did you go there?
Yeah.
When'd you go?
When I got my facial. a while
Oh,
back,
okay.
I walk in and I look at the steps and I go, it's not upstairs, is it? Yep.
Oh, bummer.
It's all right. I'm moving and grooving.
All right, so this is
Whoa.
the house I used to live in.
God, that
In
looks
the-
like over there by Bevo Mill.
The neighborhood Dogtown, which is right on the border of St. Louis County and St. Louis City.
Jeez, look at all those steps.
Look at all that.
Boy, I would never make it up those steps. I'd sleep out in my car, Barbara, when I got home.
Like,
from
what the fuck is this picture? The tree is the centerpiece. What the fuck is this?
Because it's a beautiful tree. 153 grand. 2 beds, 1 bath. That's a nice little, cute little place.
Huh. It's interesting they did it like that.
Did it look like that when you lived there?
No, not really.
Who'd you live there with?
Myself. I had a gal live with me for a little bit, but she started like doing heroin and all this stuff and leaving it all over the house. So I was like, hi, friend, you gotta go.
You're like, if you're
I
going to
said-
leave it around, leave some for me. Oh, I
Oh.
like that kitchen.
Didn't have a dishwasher in it, I'll tell you that.
Someone's-
Washing my fucking pots and pans by hand wanted to end my life.
It looks like the
why
table's
would you
missing.
do that?
Where's the table?
The table's gone. Where is it? Oh, man, the whole house was slanted.
Was it
Oh, yeah.
foundation?
You would be in the
crumbling?
bathroom like, whoa.
That is a cute little house. I like it. Is it for sale?
That's one of the houses I lived in. That was a good one. Here's another one in Dogtown. I lived in so many houses in Dogtown. Okay. Yeah.
Capital T, lowercase a, capital M,
Stop.
capital M.
I hate that my brain is like that.
I like it. It looks like a mobile home.
So here is another house I lived in Dogtown. Very nice.
1 bed, 1 bath. That is cute.
It was dinky, dude. But I had a dishwasher, and I'm going to be honest, I wasn't grateful for it, and I should have been.
I hate the location of that fridge.
Oh, it's,
Wish the door opened the other way.
it's terrible.
That
Oh,
is
yeah.
real- look, they got the trash can
Oh,
that
my
you had.
God. All of these pictures are from when I lived in there. Those are my belongings.
The dream catcher?
Yeah, look at that. It's a dream catcher with a wolf on it. That's my tea kettle. I still have this fucking tea kettle.
Who took those pictures?
My fucking landlord. This right here, this little sun, that is literally in my bedroom still. That
Whoa.
sun with the mirror. What the fuck?
Is that your trash? Is that the same trash can Simba got into?
No, mine's black now, but I mean similar. I was like looking, I'm like, wait a second, that's my fucking tea kettle.
Man, you kept that place nice and clean.
Yeah, right, dude.
Is that your couch?
That was my green couch. Oh, wow, look at the nice grout that's uneven. Like, what?
Dude, it's so funny that that's your stuff.
I can't even, this is literally all of my shit.
And does that basket say my stuff?
It does. Someone got it for me as a gift.
People are going to think that we researched this episode and started with the trash. This is like a perfect herald. We started with the trash can and now we're back to a house that you used to live in with your stuff in it.
What the fuck? I can't believe these pictures are all my shit.
I can't believe that you have Elmer's glue in the bathroom.
They definitely dolled it up. I probably shoved a bunch of shit in a cabinet.
Did they come in while you were gone and fixed it up a little bit?
Probably.
Wow. Did you know what was going on then?
Honestly, I'm not mad. They were trying to sell it when I lived there, but it's like, no one would buy it because it was like they tried to claim it as a 2-bedroom, and it's like, it's not a 2-bedroom, dude. It's a fucking 1-bedroom. Like, you had like a tiny little office. So this shower curtain came from their other place. And then let's see what else we got.
Purple?
No, it was like dark brown.
Simba!
What the fuck? That is my dog! That's my dog! What the fuck?
People are not going to believe that that we just did this.
That is my dog that is still alive.
Simba's just looking around. How somebody's in there taking pictures at night. Look at back there. It's nighttime.
Look at him, dude. He's like looking on. They caught an action shot of him. What the fuck?
Oh,
the
my.
fact that we both just screamed at the top of our lungs. What the fuck?
How could a person come in your home with a dog?
I don't even remember, dude. They probably came there one night when I was out and I let them do it or something. But, I mean, that is 100% my dog.
If you click on the next picture and it's you laying in bed like this, I'm going to lose my mind.
We still got a lot of pictures to go through. This is fun. Everybody.
Simba looks ashamed.
This is, if you're not watching on YouTube, which obviously you should be, we always say that. Look up the house in St. Louis. The address is 1327 Tamm, Tamm Avenue, St. Louis, Missouri, 63139. This is a home I lived in. When did I live there? I think it was.
I'm dead.
I cannot believe that my personal dog is on there. This house should be going for way more because I lived in there. That's my dog.
Dude, this makes me think of all the pictures they've been taking in the home while I'm sitting there smoking cigarettes in the dining room. Please, God, don't let them appear on a website somewhere.
Were you smoking in the house in front? That's Simba again? What the fuck?
Simba's got his toy. He's like, let's play.
He brought his toy from back there to over there in the photo.
I'm dead, dude.
You can literally see if you zoom in, it says Simba on there. Holy fuck, dude.
I'm deceased.
I cannot fucking believe these
Clearly,
photos are online.
it's just a picture of a dog, though. Is this to show like this house
They're
comes
like,
with
we're
the
a
dog?
family, guys. Okay, so
Whoa,
here's the bedroom. Oh, it was the worst sheets
that's an
ever.
intense bed set.
Well, they just had all the sheets and all, because this was like a house they were trying to sell, and they were like, because I rented from these people multiple homes in Dogtown. They owned about like 5 properties there, and I think I lived in 4 of them.
Oh shit.
Over the years. So they were trying to sell this house, and I needed a place to stay or whatever, because I was like living with someone else for a while and stopped renting from them. And then when I moved back to St. Louis because I was going to move to Kansas City before I
started comedy?
Yeah, I was gonna move to Kansas City and like be with my high school boyfriend and all this stuff. Like that was my plan. And then I realized I'm like, dude, I can't go there. I'm not a college person. It's just not happening. So they had all of this stuff in there staged in there.
Okay.
So like that shower curtain, they really like the blue and brown theme, as you can't tell.
That's nice.
I wouldn't say that, but it's fine. I can't fucking believe all these photos of Simba. So that nightstand right there is literally from my childhood.
It's so cute.
My parents bought me that thing.
And the dresser?
Yeah, the dresser and the nightstand.
It is really cute.
That was part of my life. Do you know what that is hanging on the mirror right here? It's hilarious that I still hung it up. I did throw it away actually a couple years, but this is called a 1 year fist. What I got in my rehab, when you get a year sober, they would make you this thing called a fist.
Did it look like a fist?
I made them. I became the fist maker for.
Oh wow!
I became the monkey ball and braid. I don't know how to even say this. It was like a monkey knot or something. Yep, there it is.
Oh, okay.
So I would make these for people in the group when they would get their year sober. I would ask them their favorite colors. I would make them for them because I thought it was really fun, whatever. So that's what that is hanging over there. And the song that we sang, there were a lot of culty songs in that rehab, would be like, we've got your fist of leather. And like, it was crazy. Very spooky. We had songs for everything. It was, I can't believe I didn't realize how creepy it was when I was in it. But that's what that is hanging right there. My fist.
I love that little mirror.
Believe I made. Oh, I still have this in my basement right now.
Well, I hope it doesn't get wet because it's cute. Simba again.
He's just sniffing around, dude. Yeah, see, look at that. That ain't a second bedroom. That's why you can't fucking sell this house.
That's why you can't put that futon. Wait a minute. Did somebody
Is that someone's boot?
They had their foot up because they have to hold the door.
Exactly. That is 100% a boot. Okay, so nice little living room. I had that couch forever. And this set right here is from my parents' house, from me growing up as a child also. On the bottom of there, I have written Tina, Anton, Igor, Svetlana, because one day I was like laying under the fucking under that coffee table, just writing things.
Writing your family's names.
Yeah, and my parents caught me and screamed at me.
Is that up on the ceiling, is that a chime? That's called chimes?
Fan.
Oh, okay. I am just incredibly.
I can't
Who's
even.
that? Is that you back there in the background?
Absolutely not. These, I cannot believe we just. Oh, there's a different one, an updated one.
Oh, they moved your table over yonder.
Yeah, they did. Where do they have that table?
Put a different picture. Whoa, very tropical.
Whoa.
Whoa, they got you set up for coffee time.
Booyah. It's coffee time.
And they came back in the day and took these because these are at day. So
yeah,
you must have been moved out at that point.
They took all of my belongings out of here. Yeah,
wow.
Ew, that shower curtain is gross. All of this is disgusting.
Well, how long ago was this?
Dude, I live there. That right there, that's my tapestry. Still have that in my hallway. This is fucking hilarious. I lived in that house for probably a year. I lived there. My ex-boyfriend was living in there with me. I cannot fucking believe these photos of Simba, dude.
That's the one that gets me because it doesn't show the house. It just shows a cute little dog with his eyebrows up, wondering where his mommy is.
Look at him. He's so perfect. He is perfect. My son, Simba, is perfect. Holy fuck. This is the funniest fucking thing I've seen in a long time.
Sometimes when we happen upon accidents that are so perfect and funny, it's unreal.
It's just a happy accident.
No, I want to look up all my old houses.
That's some Bob Ross shit, dude. The way that just fucking came full circle.
I'm just gonna look on here in case something gross is in there.
Holy fuck. I love that those pictures are just on Zillow. Like one
for how long?
And no one knows who or what I am. You know what I mean? Like they're probably just scouring the internet, looking at those photos, looking at whatever, like, what the fuck's going on here, man? What is this?
Well, good thing there's no pictures of my current house. Do I have to look on Zillow?
I just Googled the address. Yeah, I live there with my ex-boyfriend, Alex, and I'm pretty sure I paid all of the rent. And yeah, but I did. That house that we just looked at is where I decided I was going to do stand-up.
Hell
And
yeah.
I remember sitting on the ground watching comedy specials, writing, like, ideas for jokes and doing all of that while my...
That's where it happened.
That was where it happened.
They're going to do a true Hollywood story and show these pictures on there.
Well, somebody better save them because those are important pictures.
You got to go on there later and...
I'm going
and
to
save 'em.
screenshot. At least the ones of Simba. Those are great. They'll be good to have when he dies.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Those will be very good to have when he dies. Holy shit. Oh, we got the light. We have 10 minutes left. That light is great on so many levels. The fact that Randy gives us a light during our podcast,
He's incredible. It's just like being at a comedy show.
it's just, I think it's great for all of us because it's like, oh, we're doing a podcast. We're doing our own thing. We got this fucking guy, Randall R, sitting there with his leopard reading glasses, ready to fuck,
And Randall just really, just the lighting on this podcast is just so incredible.
Yeah, I mean,
It's just so good.
I don't think there's a better, like, in-home studio podcast than this. I'm
No.
willing to fight someone on it.
I'm willing to
And
fight to the death.
Joe Rogan doesn't count because he has millions of dollars. Our what?
Ours still looks and sounds better.
Than Joe Rogan's podcast?
100%.
Whoa! That is a fucking burn, and I love it. Hey, Joe Rogan.
Yeah, fuck you, Joe
You hear
Rogan.
that, bitch?
Take that.
Take that. You know us. One day we're going to be on your fucking podcast.
We are?
And you're going to listen to this fucking clip and be like, I don't want to have them. And I'll be like, well, that's good. Cool.
Joe Rogan don't want nothing to do with us.
No, Joe Rogan ain't going to want nothing to do with us. Hey, Libbie, before we are done with the podcast today, why don't you tell everybody about the experience of being on Tim Dillon's podcast now that we can talk about it? Did you re-listen to it? Like, first off, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Randy. I didn't even have to say it.
Well, first I'll say when the video came out, when he puts his podcast videos out, he puts them on a premiere. So it'll be like 5 or 6 hours where it says it's premiering in 7 hours. And there's people in the chat room talking. And none of the comments were nice. Bad comments. And I thought, oh, I'll just check out and not look. Then when the video finally did come out, looked at the YouTube video comments again. Not a lot of nice comments. And it's just mostly just these people are boring, they're fat. Two things.
Guess
One
what?
thing-
Tim Dillon's fucking fat.
Yeah, it was weird. And I thought, what's going on with these people? But the response on my Instagram and my YouTube has been really incredible. People say, I'm here from the Tim Dillon show. You're so funny. You're a great guest. Just really, really nice. I haven't gotten any mean comments about it on my own personal accounts.
But
It's
people
only-
did come over from
Yes.
the podcast to your page.
Yes.
That is fucking awesome.
So when I won't go on his YouTube anymore or his where he posted the clip on his Instagram.
what were
'cause
they
of-
saying? Just like, these fucking
these
bitches are fat.
Who the fuck are these fat bitches? Fat. I mean, just incredibly fat phobic. And I'm glad he started the podcast off with, these are my favorite fat bitches or something like that. Just because
Hands
it
down, the funniest thing in the world.
disarmed everybody, but they just couldn't get over us being fat, which again,
What?
I for about, 2 hours, I felt very sad because I'm like, why are fat people reduced to the size of their bodies? You have two successful, smart, comedic women, and we are reduced to the size of our bodies. And then I looked at some of the pictures of the people who were saying mean things, white young men. Okay, so then I was like, okay, I'm not going to look at these negative comments because they don't matter. So then I just stopped looking at them. And ever since then, have felt better.
Yeah.
But usually I don't let comments bother me, but I got upset because I'm like, all the things I've done and I'm doing, I am a body size. And that's all they saw.
Yeah. Like, bro, we have literally been in the motherfucking trenches of life, of comedy, where we've come from. Like, bro, did you ever imagine, like, think back, I mean, I don't even remember when you were with your husband 10, 15 years ago when you were with him and doing that. Like, did you ever think you would be where you fucking are today?
No.
I saw, like, and I know this is fucking hacky. It's some live, laugh, love shit. But I did see this, like, meme the other day. It was like 10 or 5 years ago, you would have killed to be where you are today. And I did the math and I added up where I was 5 years ago. And I was like, yeah. 100%. I would have. I mean, this is all I've ever wanted to do is do this.
What we're doing.
Have a podcast that we get to do whatever the fuck we want. We ain't answering to any motherfuckers.
Except
we don't
Randy.
we do answer to him.
Randy spanks our booties.
Yeah, he spanks our bottoms.
He's like, you guys were bad today. Bad girls. Oh, smack my titty, Randy.
Yeah, he's like,
He's like, be funnier.
He's like, look at these fat, beefy bitches.
Oh, he takes one hand at each tit. He
He's
goes,
like,
oh, God, that
Yeah.
feels kind of good.
He's like, oh my God, Tina, look at your east-west titties. All I want to do is find the North Star in them. Yeah.
You did that, Randy?
Yeah, he did. It was really hot. I came immediately.
Jelly.
But yeah, I'm just like, dude, fuck off. Like, we have grinded. We have worked so fucking hard. And that's the thing, like, people don't realize, like, I guess I just don't really understand it either. Because I'm like, do you know what I think maybe I've sent a couple of hateful tweets to some psycho motherfuckers. Like, I've probably sent a few. But it's like, now I'm to the point where I'm just like, I ain't got time for this shit.
Right.
I would never, if I don't like a song, I don't like whatever it is, you know? Like, I think that guy, Corey Feldman, do you know who that is?
Yeah.
He made a, like, rap song, and Rafe and I watched it and couldn't stop laughing the entire video. It was so bad and pathetic. But you know what I didn't do? I didn't dislike the video. I didn't leave a comment that said something fucking hateful. I'm like, dude, all these fucking haters, they just...
It was weird.
Yeah.
I checked out of it. I let it affect me a little bit, then I checked out.
For sure. And, you know, like, I mean, I've definitely struggled with that, too. And it's like, I'm not even close to as big, literally.
Wow.
And metaphorically.
First on Tim Dillon's comments and then here.
I'm not anywhere near as big as you and Chelsea. Again,
as large as your bodies
literally and metaphorically. But I'm not. But I still have struggled, like, seeing negative comments and stuff like that on, like, whatever, the YouTubes and stuff like that. And I am finding that it is getting easier. Like, it was like someone commented and was like, on something recently, and they were like, oh my God, Tina literally acts like a crackhead, fidgeting, doing whatever, this, that, and the other. And I'm like, it was hilarious because I'm like, bro, it was literally the episode that we talked about the ADHD stuff
like,
and everything.
Did you listen?
And also whatever. And then I watch the video and I start laughing. I look at Rafe. I go, bro, I really do look like a fucking crackhead. Like, this motherfucker is not wrong. I look like a straight crackhead. I'm fucking fidgeting. I'm like, while someone's talking, I'm like, it's like, what do I do? But it's like, I don't realize I'm doing this shit with my face. And some of it probably is left over from drugs, but I think more so it's left over from just like anxiety in my body, like not being able to like sit still, you know? So to everyone out there who thinks I'm a crackhead, you're right. I was at one point. Not currently a crackhead, but I'm working on it. It's not fun for me to watch. That's the thing. I literally watched a video where Rafe was talking and I was sitting there going, like, what am I doing?
Yeah, that's
Look at
me.
it in the camera, what it looks like.
It's almost your texting face.
I know.
That's like cocaine mouth, isn't it?
It is. And I'm like, dude, I haven't done cocaine in probably 5 years
10
at
minutes.
least. No, I think I stopped doing cocaine right around the time that Rafe and I started dating. And we started dating in 2016. So I would say 2017 probably is when I stopped doing cocaine fully.
Wow.
So
Congratulations on quitting cocaine.
whatever. Yeah, thanks. Not it's just okay. Write that in.
Tina is a bitch.
Tina is a
Let me write it like Tina, T-I, capital N, lowercase a.
At least you gave me the respect I deserved
E.
and didn't fucking capitalize the I. There you go. That's it. God, that gives me so much relief that you just spelled it correctly.
So to sum it up, being on Tim Dillon's podcast was crazy fun. Him and Ben were super nice.
Who's Ben?
Ben is his partner guy.
Okay.
Well, his podcast partner, not his real life partner.
Yeah.
And yeah, just focusing on the good. Many people. And I shouted out Slop City, so hopefully that's bringing some people over.
So cool. I know Bobby told me that he listened to the podcast and he was like, it was crazy to like hear them talk about you on there or whatever. And I was like, what did they say? Because I still haven't listened to it. I'm a bad friend. Okay, put that in my file.
Bad friend.
Listen, dude, I can barely keep up with our podcast
I
and
know.
our life.
I still haven't watched your fucking 90s thing. I just can't. I cannot sit down and watch something. I can't.
Can I see that for a moment?
I don't have my permanent file here. Sorry. This is
Oh,
only.
you don't have your permanent file? Okay, just real quick, going to do a quick note on Libbie. Liar.
I've watched maybe 1 or 2 episodes. I have not watched.
Liar.
I don't know how many I've watched.
Fake.
Fake. Hypocrite.
Gonna spell it like hippo.
Wow.
Yeah, you like that?
Hypochondriac. Just write all those. Those are true. I
Oh
get
my
it, though.
God.
We're busy gals.
We're busy, and also just like y'all. Listen,
Let me have that pin, by the way.
we
I
are
missed it last week.
we are living. We are thriving. We are working hard. We're just two humans that are just trying to live our fucking dreams. Okay, that's what we're doing. We're not perfect. We're not always going to be the funniest people in the world. We're not always going to not look like fucking, dumb fat bitches with the biggest fucking double chin you ever fucking seen. Sometimes you're going to catch a shot of me in this podcast where I got one of these when I'm laughing really hard. We're just two dumb bitches trying to fucking make it.
If you don't like it, kiss her ass.
Yeah.
That's what I'm fucking saying.
Yeah.
So why don't you take that and shove
Good
it up
job,
your fucking
Randy.
ass?
Again, shout out to Randy for making this podcast beautiful, sounds good, looks good,
Mm-hmm.
feels good, and also he's not too hard on the eyes, right, ladies?
God, I love hot guys. Oh,
Randy's
boy.
like, I'm getting laid tonight.
Woo!
Too bad my pussy stinks.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put some pH suppositories inside of my fat pussy because I had a period for the first time in 4 months. And the second it started coming, I was pissed. I was like, you gotta be fucking shitting me.
That's because you were on your period. That's why you got pissed. Because women get so mad when they're in their periods.
Yeah, dude, we're
Lash
just
out.
so mad. Yeah, Barbara, I'm lashing out when
Quit lashing out, Barbara.
I'm bleeding from my vagina and I am lashing it out. All right, dudes, we love y'all. Thanks for listening to Slop City. If you're a new listener, sound off in the comments. We want to know. If you're a cool dude, a new listener, whatever, sound off in the comments. We love hearing from you guys, and this is our favorite thing to do. So
Dave.
it's very, very cool that we get to do this. We've been doing it for almost 4 years, my guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's all we got.
Fucking moron.
So with that being said, I just want to say cut.
Unreal.